a Dominion soldier. Can you help me? My friend Firaelion has gone missing, and I'm worried he got himself into trouble inside the cave to the north. It's my fault. I was going on and on about a silk dress I saw on a high elf in Elden route the other day. Firaelion swore he'd get me the dress. I didn't think he'd venture into a cave full of spiders to do it. I think Firaelion hoped to gather their silk to make the dress. Foolish elf. There are stories about a spider the size of a bear and twice as fierce that makes its home there. Oh gods, if something happened to him. Please, look for Firaelion in the cave to the north, but be careful. I couldn't bear it if something happened to you too. Aye, the fearful matriarch of the Spider Den. They say she's 1,000 years old. Call her the Spider Queen. It makes my skin crawl just thinking about it.
Want to die?
I thought I was food for sure. Thank you. We should get out of here while we can. Thanks, friend. I was this close to becoming those spiders' next meal. At least I managed to gather some silk for Mendil. She'll have her dress yet. She deserves it. I wish there was something I could give you by way of gratitude, but I'm an elf of little means, and this pittance is all I have. It'll have to be enough. Thank you.
Firaelion's a little shaken, but he'll be okay. I won't let him out of my sight again for a long time. You can be sure of that.
Please enjoy our attractions. I'm terribly sorry they're so limited at the moment. I convinced my performers to come here, to spread high elf culture in these lands. Bring a little piece of Somerset to Grotwood, you see? But the train bugs are sick, our magician supplies are missing, and our storytellers' stories fell flat. None of us know the area well enough to resolve these matters. Now we're a carnival, with nothing but a fortune teller. Huzzah! I'd gladly pay the coin provided by the Somerset Cultural Expansion Council to anyone who would help us put on the show. My performers can best explain their setbacks. Connor is our bug trainer, Norian, our storyteller, and Vindare the Magnificent is, well, she's magnificent. I have to describe her that way. It's in her contract.
Look at them. Limbs so sluggish and carapaces dreadfully dull. When you've raised the shocks since they were pupae, it gnaws at your heart to see them so listless. They're having trouble managing the local grass. So I've put them on an all-hay diet. And the climate. It's more humid than they're used to in Somerset. If I didn't know any better, I'd say they were homesick. When they were younger, I'd grind mudcrab eyes into paste and give it to them as a treat. I think it would raise their spirits again. But nobody sells mudcrab eyes. And I can't leave my shocks to fade away while I scour the coasts. I would forever be in your debt, my friend. A dozen would be enough to go around if you wouldn't mind. And I won't mind if they're a little mashed when I get them. Saves me some work.
I'm sorry, but I have nothing to say. That is my problem. I literally have nothing to say to these people. All my stories about the amazing deeds of long-dead high elves. The first rule of my profession is to know your audience, and Grotwood is not a place to tell such tales. I plan to seek out wood elf stories in taverns and libraries, but since we arrived, I've heard of countless troubles in Grotwood. The worm cult, pirates, wood elf rebels. It's all the same. I'd rather keep to the safety of the carnival. The wood elves rarely write their stories down. But I heard Scholar Glorolin in the Elden Root Mages Guild is the one to ask. If you're headed that way, would you mind asking for a book? It could be written in Old Akaviri for all I care. Anything would help.
I hope you didn't travel from far away just to see Tandare the Magnificent. I am not performing at present. My magic cannot function safely in front of a crowd. The, stars are out of alignment. Oh, did she? Did she also tell you how she promised that would make 10 times our normal take by coming to this godforsaken backwater? Did she mention how she said shipping my supplies wouldn't be an issue? The shipping was fine. It's the delivery where it fell apart. My belongings arrived at the docks of Haven without incident. But due to the recent problems in the city, no one has any idea when deliveries will resume. As far as I'm aware, yes. They're in the nicest looking trunk on the dock. I had it touched up by a painter in Matissan, you know. But with the pirate attack, who knows when Haven will be stable enough to deliver their backlog of shipments? I couldn't ask you to lug that heavy monstrosity all the way here. It's triple reinforced steel with an inch-thick lead interior. Discourages my competition from snooping. I just need the supplies inside, if you wouldn't mind, of course. You were amazing!
Chests like that can be misleading, either full of jewels or full of rotten fish.
Good luck finding the mud crab eyes. Only if you have the time. I realize it's not the most glamorous request. Would you look at that? Just the smell of the thing seems to have perked them up. I'll see if I can use them to motivate my little friends. I'm Kornar, a bug wrangler. What does that mean? Perhaps my little friends here can show you. Now, defend the perimeter. Return to positions. Around the world. Return to positions. Show us your dwarf impression. Return to positions. And now, my minions, surround the intruders. A joke, everyone. They are completely harmless, unless you're a blade of grass. Move on back, my pets. That's our show, everyone. My little friends here need a short rest before their next performance. Please enjoy the rest of Surundel's carnival.
Do you have them? You have them, don't you? Oh, I shouldn't get my hopes up. They fell in the sea, didn't they? I knew it. I have the worst luck. Wonderful! That's everything I need. Once Haven gets its act together, they can deliver an empty trunk. You're welcome to stay for the show. Sit wherever you like. You won't regret it. Unless you hate stage performances. Then you'll regret it. But hopefully you'll enjoy it. Welcome, everyone. I am Tandare the Magnificent. This performance is dedicated to someone in the crowd who helped the show go on. I don't want to embarrass them, but they know who they are. And now, I'd like everyone to meet my assistant, Sulemir. Come on out. Sulemir, say hello to the crowd.
To these bumpkins, I'd rather eat grass.
What an awful thing to say here in Gratwood. But perhaps there's a way we can accommodate you.
What are you doing? No!
That's better, isn't it? You know, I think he's less stubborn this way. All right. I suppose we've had our fun. Time to restore my assistant. Sulemir, return to your true nature.
You fool! You foiled my plans and revealed my true form to everyone in this wretched land.
Sulemir, you were a Jamora all along. I won't allow you to harm these fine people.
You think you can stop me?
No! Release me!
And now for the rest of you.
You forgot one thing, foul creature.
What might that be, mortal?
The people of Gratwood are closely tied to the forest itself, and you cannot withstand the might of the Green Pact.
This can't be happening. The Green Pact isn't real.
It's real enough to kick you back into the pit from which you crawled. Everyone, bind your will to mine. Together we can banish him.
No! Not back to oblivion!
With your help, we've banished the foul Jamora. Behold the might of the Green Pact. I hope everyone enjoyed the show.
Hey, how'd you like to help a person in need? The feral beast ruined everything. I don't know how the Bosmer survive out in the wilderness like this. Like living in a war without purpose. Savages. I was part of a research expedition sent to investigate the ruins of Root Sunder, an Ultima city swallowed by the jungle centuries ago. I took a short leave to retrieve supplies, and when I got back, the ruins were swarming with wild animals. What? No, they're dead. What I need is their journals. Each researcher kept notes on their finds. If I can get the journals to Eldenroot, the expedition isn't a complete waste. But I won't risk going in there. Would be safer running off a cliff. It's surprising to get help from a stranger out here. Thank you. 3 journals should be enough. Knowing the horse and dogs that live out here, I mean that literally, I'm assuming at least one was eaten or defecated on. This city was part of an early colonization attempt. The jungle was infamous for being untamable, but our best minds took that as a challenge. The story goes they built a sprawling metropolis, and then it vanished, never to be seen. Honestly, who knows? Root Sunder has been a ghost story for centuries. There may have never been a real Root Sunder, but this certainly looks like a lost city. And if it will get my name in published papers, I'll swear it's Root Sunder all day.
Over here! You. Have you come to help me? So you didn't come to help? I'm trapped in a lower chamber. Only thing I could do was use the Welkin stones here to project my being through these ruins. Wait for assistance. The door to my freedom won't budge. Follow the path east until you find the central chamber, marked by the large Welkin stone growths. You'll find the door there. Please, hurry. I'm not sure how long I can survive down here.
Good eye. I didn't even see that runestone at first. You were amazing! This is gonna be fun.
door is there, to the west.
Watch me go!
This way! Just a little bit further. It will be over soon.
Apologies, flesh thing. Theodore is long dead. We took his form to bring
One
you
time
here.
I reached into a sack like that and found a bunch of live frogs. That was a strange day.
You sought Theodore's attunement stone? You seek to free us? Don't waste your energy. You will die as Theodore did, and we will drink you as well.
You stopped them just in time.
Ye delay the inevitable. The elf things rooted us here, so we ended them, consumed them. You seek to free us with the attunement stone? Don't bother. We don't covet freedom, we covet your flesh. And we will have it. Grind your skin and bones between the rocks to take your nourishment. You cannot run from us, flesh thing. Everywhere you go, we are there. Do you still seek to free us with Sidor Stone? We already told you. We don't need your kindness. This is unpleasant. Our mind feels pulled apart. This light reminds us of the sun. Warmth like the sun's. We are free of the elf thing's prison. We apologize for what we tried to do. We were mad with hunger, unable to nourish ourselves within the walls. We were not ourselves. The air feeds us now. We are the jungle. We were trapped in the city of stone by the elf things, unable to drink from the sun. But you have freed us. Even now the green calls us back to the fold. We will do what we can to atone. We thank you. All that we can do, all that we can become, now that we are free, is halting. We do not know where to begin. Return to the green. We could lose ourselves in the wind, or kindle in the sun, or join the rivers and wash away. But we are slow to choose. We would return them if we could, but in our captivity, in our desperate famine, we consumed them. They will never be forgotten. Every fiber we took from them, we remember. In your honor and theirs, we will never take from flesh things again.
Don't underestimate us.
Oh, you're back. So you weren't eaten by lions then. Good. Did you have any luck with the journals? Oh, excellent. Let me see. Oh my, look at this gibberish. Driven insane by ancient ruins. This is a gold mine. The pseudo-intellectuals of Elden Root love this stuff. The commentary volumes alone will keep me employed for years to come.
Easy to get lost in a place like this. I think that's one of my favorite parts about cities.
Why would I want to live
Oh,
with
wait.
refugees?
Moon sugar
Especially
is
when
a
the Dominion
spice
thinks they
used
may
in
be
many
spies.
Khajiit dishes. Calling it cat drugs is demeaning to me and my people.
I may have spoken harshly, but moon sugar is dangerous. It's used to make skooma, as your people know very well. And therefore, it's a drug. If skooma is illegal, moon sugar should also be.
Preposterous. That's like saying we should stop growing golden pears because they are used to make ale.
So much to do.
Haven is free of fire.
Yes, how can I help you? My people mostly leave such matters to our spinners to share, rather than writing it down. I have something, but I can't imagine you'd want an Akaviri spy's writings on our heritage. A cultural infiltration document. Complete garbage. Really? You read Akaviri? Well, no matter. You're welcome to it. Let me see, I'll have a copy around here somewhere. A moment, please. Here we are.
Something I saw this morning.
One flawed Akaviri depiction
scroll,
of my
perhaps?
people.
Keep your robes on. I'll get to it as soon as I can.
We'll find it. It must
I
be
hope you
around
find it
here.
as amusing as I did.
You know, I think he's less stubborn this way. All right. I suppose we've had our fun. Time to restore my assistant.
What do you have there? A book? This book? It's written in Akaviri. This is wonderful. Nobody here will be able to find the source of my stories if they're written in another language. My Akaviri is a bit stale, but I think I can manage. You're welcome to stay for my performance. And now, I'd like to present the secret history of the Red Pact. Every wood elf knows of the Green Pact made with Ifri. None may harm the forest or use its bounty for personal gain. Only meat may be consumed to survive. But few wood elves know of the deal struck before.
I love a good
Some
fire.
say with Molag
Reminds
Bal
me
himself.
Of being a kid. Being hungry
Indeed.
wasn't so bad when you
the
were
Red
warm.
Pact forbade the consumption of meat. It mandated the trees be cut down for homes, and fruit and vegetables alone sustain the wood elf people. Shocking, I know. But Molag Bal wished to keep the wood elves weak and sickly by making them eat the very forest around them. Such is what the god of schemes planned. A slow death brought to the heart of Ifre's power. But the god of the forest was no fool. Approaching the dwindling, sickly wood elves and noting their grass-stained teeth, Ifre offered them a deal. They would make a new deal, a fresh green pact, and the forest itself would always defend them. And so the wood elves accepted Ifre's offer. The meat mandate defied Molag Bal's Red Pact, as did the bone and leather used to build their homes. Molag Bal's rage was great. He would repay the breaking of the Red Pact with the devouring of Gilvardel. But that is a tale for another time. Thank you.
Would you look at that line? We're drawing more people than in Auradon. We'll perform our hearts out. The Wood Elves will see there's more to the Somerset Isles than stuffy politicians. Return any time you wish. If there's enough call for it, we may have new performances to share.